All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Friday blessings to you. There's a lot going on in the world. So maybe we can just begin today with deep breath in and a deep breath out. A little shrug of your shoulders, a little wiggle, a little shake. Oh, giving yourself a little transition time from whatever you are otherwise doing. And just pausing to acknowledge the violence of the last couple weeks has been a lot, from Buffalo to Texas. Just really feeling into how that is impacting all of you, all of us. We were already addressing overwhelm through various different channels over the course of this month. And I thought about if something else was needed. Hey there. And it just felt like, this works. We could use this. So I would love to hear for folks joining, if you were to scale it from 1 to 10, what is your current or a recent sort of level of overwhelm that you've been experiencing? And you can just put that in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 being pretty chill, not very much. 10 being freaking out. I'm underwater. So I just got a little gauge of what folks are coming in with. And then, so for today's sort of last modality channel for addressing overwhelm, we're going to practice a simple technique from the energy medicine tradition. Some of you may know I work as a professional psychic. I do psychic readings, but what is maybe less well known is that everybody has psychic abilities. Everyone has an intuitive touch point to reality, to the cosmos. Psychic, I know it conjures up a lot of, Hollywood-like imagery, but psychic just means of the soul. And the energy medicine modality, psychic energy medicine, builds on the premise that everything has an energetic blueprint before and in addition to like our physical shape, physical blueprint. So this energetic blueprint can be accessed and influenced through simple techniques that anyone can learn. Many and perhaps most pre-modern, pre-colonial animist cultures worldwide developed their own unique versions of working with the invisible and spirit worlds in some form, as a means of addressing problems in the physical world, from the more subtle, energetic, or dream space. So my teacher has worked with people in China, in New Zealand, in South Africa, and there are a lot of parallels that she's observed in the techniques that she learned, with variations that are kind of culturally particular. So there's not a universal norm necessarily, but there are similar ways or sort of resonant ways that work in the subtle world has been approached throughout the world and over time, which we've lost touch with a lot in the kind of modern industrial scientific age. So my second question for folks is, if put a 1 in the chat if you're completely brand new to energy medicine or to psychic work. You can put a 1 in the chat. Or you can put a 2 in the chat if you're not new to it. If you know you're intuitive, if you are wanting to just refine skills, if you've been working on your psychic attunement already. So 1 if you're brand new, 2 if you're not new and you're coming in with some skills already. So if you want to comment on that, feel free to do that in the chat. Hi, welcome. Okay, so today, as I said, we're going to do, okay, got some 2s, great. We're going to, well, that's great. So this will hopefully be just a refinement or a refocusing of the work that you've already been doing. This is a simple energy medicine practice you can do to track and clear overwhelm in your system. And the process I'll lead you through is just one version, but the invitation is to be imaginative and playful with it. So you'll work with your own system, your own spirit, to fine tune a version that works best with your energetic and physical ecology in the just right way. Okay, so go ahead and get comfortable. Again, you might take a few wiggles, a little shakes. Ooh. Sort of scan the room with your outer senses. This is sometimes called orientation. So just using your animal-like, well, not even like, your animal body to just get some data from the physical world. You might sniff the air, take a couple of full breaths in and out. Even use your hands to find something that's comforting or nourishing to the touch. I like to do a little pat down of the skin, a little rub down at the belly, even the back of the belly. You can even turn and look behind you so you have a sense of the 3-dimensional space of your body, especially as we kind of contract into that flat screen mode. So yeah, just letting your eyes wander for a moment. Ooh. And then go ahead and give your belly a little rub. Welcome if you're just joining us. We're doing a simple psychic energy medicine practice to address overwhelm. So go ahead and give your belly a little rub. You might even give a little rock of your seat on the ground so you can notice your points of contact with the earth. And in whatever way feels just right, I'll invite you to imagine there's a cord, a channel from your belly, from the root of your body, dropping all the way down, 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 down. So some of you may have done this before. It's kind of the thing I teach all the time, the grounding cord. And we'll just take a couple of breaths to kind of reinforce that anchor, that line of connection between body and the earth, the center of the earth. See if you can breathe out all the way and a little extra. And you can even ask your inner wisdom for an image of being connected to the center of the earth, an image of being connected. And just lingering with that for a few moments, there might be little wiggles, movements, sighs, or sounds that want to happen naturally through your soma. So, what often happens, that sort of energetic blueprint of trauma, is typically the lower energy centers at the root, the solar plexus, or sorry, the sacrum, and even up to the belly, solar plexus, tend to fly open. So those energy centers tend to, when there's fear, when there's mostly fear, that big kind of overwhelming fear, those energy centers tend to fly open. So it actually can be very difficult to ground during times of um, acute trauma or acute um, negative sensation. So if you find it difficult, or if you find it not very easy to access this grounding cord, it's okay. It's totally okay. It's very normal during times like these. So just kind of hold that as an intention, though, and the next step I'll invite you to bring in is what's called the earth energy channels. So if you can imagine little windows or little doors at the soles of your feet that you could drink up or breathe in energy from the earth into the bones of your legs, up into the bowl of your belly. Hello and welcome if you're just joining us right now. Great to have you. So see if you can imagine this wash of energy up from the earth, receiving it in through the soles of your feet, bones of your legs, the bowl of your belly, rinsing and filling, particularly these three energy centers: your belly, low belly, your root, sacrum, and high belly. And sometimes I'll even imagine like it's a particular color. So whatever color comes to mind that's most soothing. Sometimes I'll imagine it like water, like ocean waves washing in. Kind of whatever image works for you. Start to bring up that earth energy, filling the bones of your body, and imagining it flowing right down that grounding cord. Again, even if that grounding is a little hard to access, kind of let gravity take that energy right back down. And we'll stay with this for just a minute. I'll invite you to ask your inner wisdom without thinking too hard. Where is the overwhelm in your soma, in your body? Or is there overwhelm, or where does it tend to live? And just listen for the first thing that comes up. Doesn't have to make complete sense, just your first instinct. Where does overwhelm live? What's the shape, the texture, the sensation of overwhelm in your physical body? And if you get any detail, like a location or a sensation, and you want to just add that in the chat so I can kind of track with you what you're noticing, feel free to do that. If that feels too like coming out of your experience right now, that's fine. You can just hold it in your awareness. And wherever you're locating that overwhelm in your body system, I'll invite you to imagine that wave of earth energy could flow all the way up to it. Give it a little bath and wash it right back down your grounding cord. Wash it through. So you can pull up earth energy really anywhere into your system that needs it. Just taking a few breaths, a few moments to receive that sweet nourishment from the earth. Sometimes I'll even pull it all the way up over my head and let it wash through. You don't have to be in severe overwhelm right now to do this. It can be, you can have the intention to just clear wherever it tends to get stuck, wherever kind of the blueprint of that tends to get stuck. And I find it really nice here to just allow some reciprocation. So just offering some gratitude, some thank you to the earth for that sweet, nourishing earth energy. Thank you so much, sweet home mother. And then lastly, I'll invite you to imagine a sphere of light overhead. We call this the cosmic energy channel. So it might be the moon or the sun or a star or other celestial body. Can represent that connection to spirit, to the invisible world, to well ancestors and guides. And in the same way you're receiving and bathing in that earth energy, I just invite you to bring in that beautiful, nourishing cosmic energy down through your system. It can be any color. You can just ask your inner wisdom, what color does my system need right now? What color will help clear overwhelm? And again, just asking your inner wisdom, where is the overwhelm sort of stuck in my system? Just going with your first instinct and let that river of cosmic energy flow right through, rinsing, clearing, cleansing, rinsing, clearing, cleansing, all the way down into your belly and down the grounding cord and into the earth. I find often little movements, little wiggles, little sighs and sounds can just assist kind of the natural recalibration. So just letting your system kind of respond in whatever way it needs to. And as you're drawing in this earth energy and you're drawing in this cosmic energy, I'll just invite you to tune back right to the beginning, to that grounding cord, and just check in. Is it the same, easier, or harder to sense into that connection down into the earth? So no agenda on my end, just kind of experimenting. What do you notice in your ability to feel into that connection to the earth? Okay. And then lastly, I'll just invite you in your mind's eye just to imagine these energy channels like little discs or little spheres that kind of startled and expanded, and just in your mind's eye just gently start to, you can even use your hands if you want, you can just start to kind of nudge them back into the just right shape, the just right size. Your spirit will know that, your body will know what that is. You also don't have to know in a cognitive way. You can just kind of ask and intend, okay, just bringing these energy centers back to their just right place. Maybe rinsing with a little more earth energy, maybe rinsing with a little more cosmic energy, maybe anchoring a little more deeply to the earth with each little recalibration. And then especially that root channel. So rubbing your belly, even rocking your seat on the ground, and just really gently in your mind's eye, starting to bring that root channel back in. Okay, so just take another breath in and out here or so. And I'll invite you to just ask without thinking too hard, is there one sensation in your physical body that you're aware of now? One place that is a little more comfortable, a little more easeful? Where does that earth energy land in your body? That cosmic energy land in your body? What's the physical sensation of being connected to these channels? And see if you can just land on one place, one location, one sensation as kind of a landmark, a reminder of being connected in this way. If you want to put that in the chat so I can just kind of track with you what you're observing, you're welcome to do that. What do you notice in your physical body as you're doing this energy medicine? And totally okay if it's not all gone, but hopefully there's been some shift of some kind. So I'd be interested to hear from you folks if you want to share. Okay, so coming out, just giving your belly a little rub down. Giving a little shake of the arms, a little wiggle, a little sigh. If your eyes were closed, you can gently blink them open, letting them be wide and soft and wondering. Okay, so yeah, happy to hear in the chat, what was the sensation of overwhelm in your system? Was there a contraction or a heaviness, a lightness, a burning, a tingling, a brightness? So what did overwhelm, the sensation of overwhelm, and then what was the sensation of aligning with those channels, bringing in the grounding, the earth energy, the cosmic energy? If you'd like to share, I'd love to hear. And I hope the series on overwhelm has been useful to folks. Welcome any of your feedback about these offerings or any other ideas for topics you'd like me to cover, things that would be helpful for you to stay grounded and nourished, connected, in the flow, in service to the ecologies that you belong to during these very uncertain times. I am traveling to Ireland for the next 2 weeks. So I won't be here on the lives, but I do have some resources scheduled to come out for you all. So hopefully those will be fun. And we are coming up on solstice in a couple of weeks, so we'll be prepping for that. So stay tuned about that. So yeah, seeing your response there, Kelly, tightness with the overwhelm and then softening. Okay, so glad to hear that. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And let's see, I think that might be Amy. Is that Amy? Oh no, Lauren. Okay, great. So Lauren, your overwhelm feels like a heaviness and a dampness at the base of the sternum. Yeah, yeah, good identification. And I'm not sure if you made it for some of the rest of the practice, but curious if any of that shifted as you did the earth energy, and particularly the earth energy is sort of the primary for periods of acute trauma, for clearing that out of the lower energy centers. So yeah, if you noticed any of that, love to hear about that. Okay, folks, lots of love to you all, and please take good care, and yeah, stay in touch as you like. Yay, friends. All right, have a good day.